Imagine waking up at dawn in a tranquil Zen monastery. The sun barely rises over the misty mountains, and you, along with fellow practitioners, walk in silence, each step an offering, each breath a prayer. You have come for a moment of deep stillness, a space where words are not necessary and yet everything speaks in the language of the present moment. This scene embodies the essence of Zen Buddhism, a tradition known for its simplicity, directness, and profound clarity. But Zen did not spring fully formed from the ground like a lotus in bloom. Its roots are intertwined with the Chinese Chan Buddhism, and over centuries, it underwent a remarkable transformation as it traveled to Japan. The journey of Zen Buddhism from China to Japan is a tale of cultural exchange, philosophical evolution, and the deepening of its core practice, meditation. In this essay, we will explore how Chan Buddhism evolved in China and how this transformation led to the development of the distinct Japanese school of Zen, touching upon the historical, cultural, and philosophical shifts that shaped it. Hello, and welcome to The Unfolding Journey, a space where we explore the wisdom of ancient traditions and timeless philosophies. Whether you're curious about Zen, Buddhism, or simply seeking deeper insights into mindfulness, meditation, and spiritual growth, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into the fascinating evolution of Zen Buddhism, from its roots in China as Chan Buddhism to its blossoming as a distinctive practice in Japan. So, sit back, relax, and journey with us as we uncover how Zen transformed across time and cultures. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to keep up with all our upcoming content. Now, let's dive into the evolution of Zen Buddhism. The roots of Zen Buddhism trace back to Chan Buddhism in China, a school that emerged around the 6th century during the Tang dynasty. Chan was founded by Bodhidharma, an Indian monk who is often credited with introducing meditation practices to China. Bodhidharma's teachings emphasized the importance of direct, personal experience of the Dharma, the Buddha's teachings, rather than relying on scriptures or intellectual reasoning. His influence set the stage for a new form of Buddhist practice that would eventually flourish and evolve into the Zen tradition. The core of Chan practice was meditation, known as Zazen in Japanese, Zhuachan in Chinese, which sought to cut through conceptual thinking and reach an experience of direct realization. The central insight of Chan was that Buddha nature is inherent in all beings. It was not something to be sought externally, but something to be realized directly within. In this sense, the heart of Chan was a radical emphasis on immediacy and experiential realization, often bypassing conventional teachings and philosophical analysis. Over time, Chan Buddhism grew in popularity and influence, and its methods and practices developed further. Chan became known for its koan practice, a form of riddles or paradoxical statements designed to break the disciples' attachment to logic and lead them toward a deeper, non-conceptual awareness. What is the sound of one hand clapping is perhaps the most famous example of a koan that has traveled into popular consciousness. The koan practice is central to Zen's emphasis on direct insight, allowing practitioners to experience reality without the filtering of the mind's habitual patterns. Chan also began to develop a distinctive culture of monasteries and schools. While many Chinese Buddhist schools continued to focus on studying scriptures, Chan monks preferred direct experience of the Buddha's teachings through meditation, sometimes in seclusion or intense dialogue with a master. This period also saw the rise of several key figures who helped spread and refine Chan Buddhism, such as Huaining, the sixth patriarch, whose platform sutra remains one of the most important texts in Chan tradition. By the late 12th century, Chan Buddhism began to spread to Japan, carried by Chinese monks and through the Silk Road of cultural exchange. However, when Chan arrived in Japan, it did not simply transplant itself in its original form. It underwent a transformation that would give rise to what we now recognize as Zen Buddhism. The Japanese term Zen comes from the Chinese Chan, which in turn is derived from the Sanskrit word dhyana, meaning meditation. While the core practice of meditation remained central, Zen in Japan would take on new characteristics that reflected the unique social and cultural environment of feudal Japan. Zen was initially introduced to Japan by Eisai, 1141 to 1215, a Japanese monk who traveled to China in the late 12th century. Upon returning, Eisai brought with him not only the teachings of Chan but also an understanding of its pragmatic approach to meditation, which he believed could improve the mental clarity and discipline of the samurai warrior class. Eisai's Zen, therefore, was strongly aligned with the Japanese emphasis on discipline, action, and simplicity. However, it was Dogen Zenji, one of Japan's most influential Zen masters, who truly shaped the form Zen would take in Japan. Dogen, who traveled to China in the early 13th century to deepen his understanding of Chan, returned to Japan and founded the Soto school of Zen. Dogen's approach was characterized by a deep commitment to the practice of zazen, sitting meditation, as the primary means of enlightenment. Unlike Chan, which had developed various methods like koans to induce realization, Dogen emphasized the importance of just sitting, shikantaza, where one practices meditation without the goal of achieving any particular experience or insight. The practice itself is the expression of enlightenment. Dogen's teachings emphasized the non-duality of practice and enlightenment. In his view, sitting meditation was itself the manifestation of the Buddha's wisdom, not a means to an end. This emphasis on simplicity, direct experience, and unity of practice and realization became the hallmark of Soto Zen in Japan. Zen Buddhism had a profound impact on Japanese culture, especially during the Kamakura period, 1185 to 1333, and beyond. While Soto Zen, founded by Dogen, focused primarily on zazen, the Rinzai school of Zen, founded by Linji Yixuan in China, became more influential in Japan through figures like Hakuin Ekaku, 1686 to 1769. The Rinzai school incorporated the practice of koans to challenge the mind's attachment to ordinary thinking and lead to direct insight. In Japan, Zen influenced various aspects of culture beyond religion, particularly in arts and lifestyle. Tea ceremony, calligraphy, and landscape gardening, all of which are tied to the Zen aesthetic, focus on simplicity, minimalism, and the appreciation of the present moment. The wabi-sabi aesthetic, which finds beauty in imperfection and transience, was deeply influenced by Zen's emphasis on the ephemeral nature of life. Zen monks also became the spiritual guides of the Japanese elite, including the samurai. Samurai culture, with its focus on discipline, meditation, and stoicism, resonated deeply with Zen. Zen helped shape the samurai's ethical code, the Bushido code, which emphasized honor, loyalty, and a deep sense of inner strength. The influence of Zen was so significant that even the samurai warrior's art of swordsmanship was infused with Zen principles, where the art of cutting through the illusion of the ego mirrored the monk's quest to cut through mental delusions. At its heart, both Chan and Zen are focused on the direct experience of the Buddha nature, beyond conceptual thinking and intellectual knowledge. However, as Chan Buddhism evolved into Zen in Japan, its philosophy underwent several important transformations. Non-duality of practice and enlightenment. As mentioned earlier, Dogen Soto Zen emphasized the idea that enlightenment is not a future goal but rather something that is realized in the very act of meditation itself. In this sense, Zen transformed into a school where every moment of practice was considered a manifestation of enlightenment, rather than something to be achieved after years of meditation. Emphasis on direct experience. While Chan's use of koans was a significant part of its approach, Zen in Japan was more diverse in its methods. The Soto school's focus on just sitting contrasted with the Rinzai school's use of koans and intense dialogues with Zen masters, giving the two schools distinct approaches to achieving insight. Integration into Japanese culture. Zen's integration into Japanese culture led to the development of a distinctive Zen aesthetic that emphasized simplicity, humility, and a profound appreciation for the impermanence of life. Zen encouraged the cultivation of mindfulness not just through formal meditation but in daily life, bringing an emphasis on the present moment to all activities, from drinking tea to writing calligraphy. The evolution of Zen Buddhism from Chan Buddhism in China to the distinct Japanese school is a fascinating tale of cultural transformation, philosophical development, and spiritual deepening. While both traditions share a common root in the meditative practices of early Buddhism, Zen in Japan underwent significant changes that reflected the values, aesthetics, and spiritual needs of Japanese society. Through figures like Eisai and Dogen, Zen became a practice not just of meditation but of a whole way of living, a living philosophy that reverberated through art, culture, and the samurai ethos. Zen's journey is a testament to the transformative power of meditation and mindfulness, showing us that spiritual practice is not just about understanding doctrines or achieving abstract knowledge, but about experiencing and embodying the present moment. Whether in a quiet Zen garden or in the chaos of daily life, Zen invites us to find the stillness at the heart of all things, and in doing so, to awaken to the truth of who we really are. If you enjoyed this exploration of Zen Buddhism's origins and development, don't forget to subscribe to The Unfolding Journey for more deep dives into spiritual practices, philosophies, and teachings from around the world. Join our community as we continue our journey of discovery, mindfulness, and self-awareness. Be sure to hit the notification bell so you won't miss out on our next exploration. Until then, may you find peace and clarity in the unfolding moments of your own life.